Okay, so as if you haven't already figured out that I'm a little bit on the crazy side, I'm trying to do anything to get you to understand things. We just watched a video in class. It's one of those Super Bowl commercials, and it talks about the puppy monkey baby. Okay, so it's from a couple of years ago. I don't know if you remember, but we just watched it in class, and it combined a puppy, a monkey, and a baby all together into one thing. And it was supposed to be this cuteness overload, but it just ended up looking creepy. Okay? So our goal in combining like terms is that we never want to combine a puppy with a monkey and a baby. Okay? Puppies go with puppies, monkeys go with monkeys, babies go with babies. They're all cute separately. Okay? We want to combine like terms. So, I'm going to do it a couple of different ways. I'm going to show you mathematically how we do it, like historically, and then I'm going to show you with algebra tiles. So, combining like terms, we're going to start really super easy. So, if I have 4 elephants, and I have 2 giraffes, and I have 1 monkey. Okay? And another zoo has 3 elephants, 1 giraffe, and 4 monkeys. What's nice is that I have already set this up so that you can tell me I have 7 elephants, I have 3 giraffes, and I have 5 monkeys. Okay? Right there. I just shortened monkey to M. Okay? The reason why we have letters in math is because mathematicians are lazy. Okay? They just don't want to use that extra time to write out that entire word. So, instead of doing that, they just write the M for monkeys. So, this would actually look like 7E plus 3G plus 5M. I am not going to combine those. They are not alike. Okay? An elephant's an elephant, a giraffe is a giraffe, a monkey's a monkey. We do not want giraffe monkeys. We do not want elephant giraffes. We want to know what each of those things are separately. So, sorry about that. If I gave 2E plus 4G plus 3M plus 5E plus 6G plus 2M. Here, it's not set up so easy like it was above, where it was kind of in that vertical alignment where we could just add them together. We can't do that here. So my biggest suggestion to you is using different colors to start with. I understand that some of you don't bring colors to class. I do have a few colors that you can always borrow, but you could always go with different shapes. So I'm going to underline my E's. I'm still switching colors because I like the colors. I'm going to box my G's. And I'm going to squiggle my M's. So if I'm looking at my E's, I'm looking at just the red ones. So 2E plus 5E. I'll rewrite it. 2E plus 5E makes 7E. Now I'm looking at my greens. 4G plus 6G makes 10G. Okay. Now I'm looking at my pinks. 3M plus 2M makes 5M. Now this is great and all, but I need you to tell me mathematically that you know that all of these things together make up what is there. And to say that it's 7E and 10G, we use that plus sign. The 10G and 5M, we use that plus sign. So there you go. So you just combine like terms. You've actually been doing this for a really long time. You just didn't know what it was called and you haven't seen it with just letters. Okay? So you can do it with words. I bet you can do it with letters. It just gets a little scary once we detach them all. So let's try it. Okay? So I did not make a mistake. There is no letter after this. It's just a number. I understand that that might not have a real-life representation for you right now. We'll talk about it a little in class. This is just a quick review. So that 3 is going to be all by its lonesome. I'm going to get all my E's. So I have 7E plus 2E gives me 9E. See how I kind of skipped that showing that step up there? It's okay for you to do that. If you still need that step, use it. I have 2G, and that's it. It's the only G, so it gets to put by itself. I have 4M, and it's my only M, so it gets put by itself. But now I need to represent that all of these are added together. So I get those plus signs. Okay. So now we're going to talk about how you can combine like terms, and they might not always be positive. So let's try 3x plus 2y minus 7 plus 8 minus 4x plus 3y. Okay? So I'm going to look at all my x's, 3x and 4x. But the 4x is negative. So 3x's minus 4x's gives us 1x that's negative. Okay? We're in debt. 2y's and 3y's are both positive. They give us 5y's. So did you see how I kind of sort of needed this extra step when it was a negative, but I don't need it when it was the positive thing, so I kind of skipped over that step? It's okay to do that. And then I have negative 7 plus 8. Okay? So for me, I'm going to rewrite this as 8 minus 7. I'm allowed to switch their order as long as I keep the sign with it. And 8 minus 7 is going to give us 1. It's a positive. Okay? So that's a quick overview. There's so many ways that this gets a little bit harder. And that's all right. I'm going to show you with algebra tiles really quickly. How I can combine like terms that way. Give me a second to flip over to a camera. Okay, so these are algebra tiles. This represents x squared. That's because this is a square, and we're going to say this side is x by x. Okay, so we have notes on this from in class, so you can pull them out to reference if you need to. I'm sorry, my hand's a little shaky. Because this can go right here next to this, I know that that side is x. It lines up perfectly, I promise. That side is x. And this side is just 1. So x times 1 makes x. And 1 times 1 makes 1. So these blue ones represent our x squareds. These green ones represent our x's. These yellow ones represent our 1's. So right now I have x squared plus 1x plus 1. Now I have 2x squared plus 1x plus 1. Now I have 3x squareds plus 1x plus 1. If I do this, I now have a negative. So I now have 2x squareds minus an x squared, which means that a positive and a negative can go together and cancel each other out. And I'm left with 1x squared plus 1x plus 1. So if I gave you all of this, I'm going to work mostly with the little ones just because they're a little easier for me to move around in the space. I have 1x squared plus 1x plus 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to take these 3 and cancel them with the negative 3. And I'm left with x squared plus 1x plus 1. So we're going to practice this a bunch of times in class. I know that some of you may be using this to reference at home. If you find that you're watching this video and you want a little extra time with algebra tiles, let me know. I can let you borrow one to take home or to take to another class if you have like a student service, an Achieve, a Reach, or what have you.